Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, I absolutely embarrassed myself because I tried to go and start recording for this video and I accidentally went live on Twitch. So I had a nice solid 5 minutes of the most awkward moments of my life, but at least on the bright side, I didn't do anything dumb or stupid with the camera on me and I didn't know it. So if anything, be happy with this one because this is just going to be a little bit of a rambling video slash some kind of cool features I've been seeing as of recently with the PlayStation, also other various next-gen titles like the Xbox and PC, and actually how these are even being utilized as of right now with all these games that are kind of coming out. We also have a little bit of Far Cry 6 gameplay I'm going to show you guys up in the background, just so you guys can actually go and kind of see what we're kind of talking about, because there's actually a lot of brand new extra side features such as HD texture packs, and as well, kind of want to go and just talk about how great and awesome the actual SSDs are and how optimized and how good they actually are on utilizing all of these actual, well, everything's like all the memory and the actual storage and all that good stuff as well. So a bit of a ramble video, but a little bit of kind of cool stuff to go and talk about. So if you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy, as well, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console, and controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stack of free money. Go and basically you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Those are always linked down below, and leave a like on the video, and of course, make fun of me for accidentally going live on Twitch, because this that's always one of my biggest fears, and it finally happened after like 1,700 videos later. So as I was talking about, let's go actually put up a little bit of a Far Cry 6 gameplay up in the background as we're going to talk about some of these things in general. So if you guys will enjoy as we're rocking this stuff on out, and we have a lot of fun things to go and just talk about in general. So the number one major thing I kind of want to go bring up is, well, of course, we actually have a lot of really good games coming out throughout these next few days. We have Battlefield with the open beta for pre-orders and also open beta in general right afterwards as well. We also have Far Cry 6, which you guys are seeing some early gameplay of right here, which is coming out on pretty much every console: PlayStation 4, Xbox, Xbox Series X, PC, and PS5, obviously. But the two major things I want to bring up is the number one, the fact of how awesome and how optimized all this stuff actually is. Like these internals now for these next-gen consoles and these SSDs, these M.2 drives are insane because they're insanely good. So overall, I think the pre-download numbers for the PlayStation 5 before a day one patch, I believe right now is at 38.945 gigabytes. And that's just excluding, I guess, of the first day one patch, which will probably bump it up a little bit more as they fix up last-minute glitches and all that type of stuff. But that is phenomenally well. I do believe a lot of the big comparisons for this is the fact that I think the PS4 versions and PS5 versions are actually a little bit more well optimized for how much more extra features you guys go and get on Far Cry 6. So basically just imagine like you have a lot more extra details, such as like, you know, adaptive trigger files and a bunch of other little small big tidbits that they're so well optimized on these next gen consoles, although sometimes in cases they might be a little bit bigger, they are just so well made for this next gen, which is really great for storage and really great for just overall being able to play and download more games. But one of the kind of second features we've been seeing this kind of pop up a lot on is I kind of want to hear your thoughts on this too as well. What do you guys go and think about these extra secondary download patches? Because for me, this is actually one of the cooler pieces of tech that I would love to see more of, as this guy is just getting manhandled over there. We'll talk a little bit about the game, like a Far Cry gameplay in a second too. But when it comes to all of this, I love those features. One of my favorite ideas is the fact that you get to go and choose what you want to download, how much you want to download, and if you use it or not. So a big case on this for Far Cry especially, there actually is, and this is actually where we're showcasing them right now, the HD pack right now, of different options that you guys can go and choose to download if you guys want to go and have 4K resolution, higher resolution, or just overall HD textures. We've been seeing this quite a bit, and for every now and then for a few different games, especially now that we have PS4 versions and PS5 versions on the game itself. And I think that's actually just overall really, really cool. I love the technology behind it. I don't know how this guy didn't just go and see that in the first place as they're going through this. But I love the idea that people who maybe just don't necessarily have a 4K TV as of yet, or maybe they just don't have enough internet, data cap, or as well, maybe they're just still on, you know, PS4. You know, they just kind of have a chance to go and get these extra HD textures, or even maybe more so on an older PC especially. Or as well, there's like a lot of other various things. Maybe you just don't have enough storage, maybe you just don't have a bunch of other stuff. there's a lot of things put together, and that dog is the most adorable dog I've ever seen, just saying, like, right above that. This little dog's been taken over the internet, and I feel like I'm gonna make a video on this in the next few days because it's just so adorable. Look at him, dude, look at him. But when it comes to all the overall games, I love now that this is a brand new, kind of more so pushing towards next gen feature, where we get to be more customizable on what we actually release and what we actually get to download and what we actually play. And that's one thing I think has been really cool, that we could even see this as of right now with the PlayStation 5 version. There is an optional 30 gigabyte extra HD texture pack that you can go and download. Which, by the way, with how big this game is, it's a huge open world, think GTA or previous Far Cry's. That is also impressive on how much they've had a chance to combine this all into one thing, so you can basically go and play the game and have it this much optimized and only have it be at 40 gigs. Though granted, it'll be a little bit bigger after the day one patches finally come out in the next few days or so. But this is awesome. I love the idea of this, and I love having a chance to go and see this in general. And if you guys even look at how Far Cry even looks, the environment itself, the gameplay itself, and everything about this does generally look really, really good. So if you guys want to kind of throw your secondary stuff aside, just SSDs and HD texture packs and all of that, leave a comment down below on what you guys kind of even think on your first impressions of the Far Cry game is. So part 2 of this video more so is, I think this looks phenomenal. Now, I've played a lot of the Far Cry series just in general, and I will definitely be picking this up and playing this up on Twitch. Absolutely. But one major thing is, I feel like this is slowly starting to weasel its way into next gen. Now, of course, there's still PS4 and Xbox versions on it, but I do kind of feel like the graphics overall are awesome. Like, it's not perfect, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm sure the road textures feel a bit better, or person animation, but for a game this big, with this many people in it, and kind of an open world game, I'm cool with this. Everything I've seen so far of a first initial early gameplays and all of that, I think the game looks very, very good. The game actually has a pretty open world environment. You can see a lot of different actual features in the background on this. Look at the trees, look at the actual sun itself, look at the actual shadows, look at the water. And I mean, I've played games that are insanely, insanely well optimized and look beautiful. But for an open world game, I'm gonna go give Far Cry some credit, because what other game can you just go and casually drive through a horse like it's nothing? You know what I mean? But at least I think all the first impressions on Far Cry have been very good. The world seems very good. The world seems very vibrant too as well. And it does give a lot more, almost even a little bit more like Far Cry 2 vibes a little bit, where the environment just seems a little bit more homely and kind of chill. Maybe a little bit of Far Cry 3 vibes too as well. I think the last Far Cry wasn't necessarily bad. I did enjoy the different take and the different environment for it, but I feel like this just kind of seems like it's just a better world to be built on and has a lot more potential for the game itself. So I just want to give your thoughts and comments on all this stuff. I would love to go and actually hear it, because this is definitely a game I've been extremely looking forward to, and I love having a chance to get to share a lot of these games with you guys. But as I kind of mentioned, what do you guys kind of think about all the stuff we talked about? I do think the brand new options of extra HD, like basically additional downloads, I love that idea. I love that, especially for people with hard drives, as I mentioned. And I think it's just nice. And it does kind of let us go and experience next gen. And on top of that too, just the fact that these SSDs are so well made that there's basically almost no loading time is also a big, big feeling of next gen. And as well, if you guys know and kind of follow up with a lot of things I talk about, I did finally go get a brand new TV. So I can't wait to go and actually get to go play some games up on proper 4K too as well. But with Far Cry itself, I think this game does look and seem very, very good. I have been enjoying it, honestly, kind of a lot. So if you guys want to give your thoughts on it, you guys are super welcome to as well. But I do appreciate you guys all so much for watching this video itself. I'm going to let the actual gameplay itself kind of run it on out over here. You just go see a little play over here. And if you guys would like to go and see that, and as well, I'll go get the proper credits all down below in case you guys want to creep on that stuff on out. And hope you guys will enjoy the rest of the Far Cry gameplay itself for a few moments, and give me your thoughts on it down below.
Let's go, chorizo!